One of the things I seen in Djamel, only to come very far away from his country, Algeria. Come from Algeria, come to United States, far away from his culture, far away from his family, far away from everything he been growing up, and come here to this country. This country is hard to anyone to adjust to fusion with the culture, the American culture with the Algerian culture, and come in boxing, a sport where it's so sacrificed, they mean so much. So this is my first thing I see and I respect. To be here in United States and to work hard to come his dream, to get his dream, and his dream came true. So I really respect. He bring his talent. He working so hard. I've been seeing him always working with his trainer, with his staff. I follow. We have in different group, but always we watching each other, and I really seen that he improving day by day. And only he improved because he working hard. It's all about you working hard, you can get what you want. It's the meaning of everything. So all my respect. About his talent, if he don't have a talent, he cannot be here too long. Because the best of the fighters, they are here in Vegas. So to survive in this surrounding must to be tough and talented. So this, no doubt, he got a talent. But he need to work hard for make his talent to shine, and will be a time. Because everybody have chance, opportunity. It's the most important thing.
I know I've seen Djamel for the last 4 months. Training at the City Athletic Boxing Club here in Top Rank Gym, and I know that he is the record he has says it all. He has big punching power, spectacular fighter. I've seen his videos. I haven't seen him live yet, unfortunately, but 14 wins and I think 13 by KO. So yeah, big future and a big fighter at the moment also.
Right now, I rank him on a 1 to 10. I rank him about a 7.5 because he's still in the learning process right now, and it takes time for fighters to learn, especially a new style with a new coach. You guys have to realize Djamel's been fighting this way his whole life with no real education in boxing. He's been doing his whole career as just a puncher, trying to knock everybody out, make the round short. So now I'm teaching them the fight game. I'm teaching them how to think. I like my fighters to be more cerebral when they're in the ring and then slowly break the opponent down, and then we go for the knockouts towards the end of the fight. So right now he's learning. The last fight, he still had a little bit of the old Djamel and some of the new Djamel in him. He did a lot of new stuff, but he still wanted to get the knockout really quick. So in the corner, I had to kind of slow him down a little bit, and then he saw that he could get a little more relaxed, put more punches together, and then really hurt his opponent, and then get him out of there.
Okay, the old Djamel is what he has got from Algeria.
Yes, yes.
And definitely you saw that. So what are the weak points in coaching boxers in Algeria?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say there's any weak points, and no disrespect to any coaches or, back home in Algeria, but the thing is, in other countries, they really don't have the education, the right education it takes to bring up a top-class fighter. It's only so far they could take a fighter in most of these other countries. And I've been to several countries, especially when I was coaching Team USA, and I've seen it firsthand. A lot of the trainers out there, they just don't have the tools to train a lot of the fighters. That's why a lot of the fighters try to get out of these countries and make it to Las Vegas. And like I said, no disrespect to those coaches or anything out there, but they did the best they could with Djamel. But he was a natural puncher. He was in tremendous shape, and that's what got him through all his knockouts. His uncle did a great job with him. He did what he could with him. But, eventually Djamel had to come to Las Vegas and seek the help of a better trainer to further his career, and that's what we did.
Okay, psychologically, how he is developing psychologically, how much confidence, how much he is confident that he can do something, as you see.
Yeah. Hands down, extremely confident. When he's in tremendous shape and he's listening to all the stuff I'm telling him and he's executing in the ring, he's extremely confident and nobody can beat him, especially at 135 pounds. We're gonna be hurting guys bad, and that's the mind frame that he has. So when he goes in there, he knows that these guys can't hurt him. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster. Now we're working on him being smarter, and that's the key to boxing, is to be smarter, be cerebral, not get hit your opponent and not get hit. That's the name of the game. That's the sweet science, and that's what he's learning right now.
Okay, if you balance between his physical and psychological, physical and psychological, how much they are going together up as a boxer?
They're about even right now. You know, like I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give him about a 7.5. You know, we got to give him some time to develop. We got to bring him along right, but he's doing everything right now. He's listening. He listens well. He lives a lifestyle. No drugs, no girls, no partying. What more can you ask from a fighter? You know, he's an extremely disciplined fighter. He does everything I tell him to do. We study film together. He picks up stuff extremely fast. He's got a couple different styles that we're working on right now that's going to be crowd pleasing. You know, so he's doing good right now. I'm happy with his progress.
What else do you want to tell me about him?
I just want the people to look out for him. At 135 pounds, I want you guys to know who Djamel Dahou is if you don't already know. I want you guys to know that the king is back. And with 135 pounds, you guys better look out because we're smashing everybody at 135 pounds. Believe it. We're going to bring them up right. We're going to get them in the right fights. And in time, you guys looking at a new world champion, Djamel Dahou.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So he's 15-0. I mean, you know, a guy at that record, I mean, there's no problem, I believe, in him get a championship when he's 22-0. You know, 7, 8 more fights, I believe. You know, 8 more fights, somewhere around there, he should be ready for a title fight. So he's right there.
I met Djamel like 2 or 3 years ago, you know, at Long Life Fighters Gym before it closed. And, you know, I didn't know he was a Muslim brother, you know, until, you know, he introduced himself to me. He said, hey, Sharif, I'm from Algeria. And I think he had already seen my fights, you know, and he's a big fan, you know. Djamel, we're brothers, you know. And Djamel, he's a hard-working guy. He's hard-working, you know. Since day one, since I met him, he's been working hard. And alhamdulillah, you know, I got nothing, you know, negative to say about him. We work on Friday. We come for Jumu'ah. What's better than that, you know? That's the best, you know. Like Allah says in the Quran, you know, when the call for Jumu'ah is called, you gotta go, you gotta leave everything you do. So we always go to the gym actually earlier than usual on Friday so we can complete our prayer quick and then we come and worship Allah, you know. Alhamdulillah, Djamel is always attached to the house of Allah where I always see him at the masjid. He's a good Muslim, alhamdulillah. He's Djamel, since from when I met him a few years back, he was upcoming, you know, he lacked a lot of, you know, qualities in him, but now, a couple of years, like last year, you know, from last year on, he's been improving since he had this surgery. Alhamdulillah, he came back and he looks even stronger than ever. Alhamdulillah, he's improving and he has learned a lot. He has learned a lot, he has a good trainer, I would say. Oh, I would say if he was a family man, he's a family man because sometimes he brings his siblings at the gym. Sometimes he comes with the people, he brings people to the masjid. That's good, you know, he's doing a great job, you know, that's kind of dawah in a way, you know, and he's a good individual, he's a good human being, you know. I'm proud of him, you know, and I just want him to keep doing what he's doing, you know. He should, you know, stay focused and keep working harder than he usually does, you know. To succeed in this life, you gotta, you know, keep working every day, doubt yourself, and just keep working until Allah, you know, bless you.
Sharif, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.